Welcome to our series, Breaking Through for Mission Advantage, where we look at how the strategic shift to integrated software-defined IT platforms can help agencies achieve greater mission outcomes. I'm Wyatt Cash with Scoop News Group, and today we're talking about how defense agencies can redefine optimization and modernization by prioritizing a software-defined approach to network management. Joining us to talk about that is Cindy DeCarlo, Director of Global Government, Education, and National Security at Cisco's Industry Solution Group. Cindy, welcome. And let's start by asking, what key advantages can the agencies expect to see by implementing a software-defined approach to optimizing and modernizing their IT investment strategy?
Thank you for having me. The agility and flexibility of a software-defined approach enables organizations to more quickly adapt to shifting mission requirements and more dynamically allocate resources, whether it be capacity or capabilities. And we need to remind ourselves that just as agile DevOps efforts transformed applications and developed and created more responsive mission outcomes, DevOps for NetOps is a critical next step that will enable military cyber professionals to finally begin operating a network like a mission platform. Leveraging a digital twin approach for the network, much like is used in manufacturing, will enhance the ability to develop, test, and dynamically deploy critical infrastructure updates, changes, and optimize operations at scale. With a software-defined approach, agencies can implement advanced security controls and policies across their infrastructure, and they can enforce consistent security measures such as encryption, access controls, and threat detection across all resources. One business aspect that I want to call out is that a software-defined world, there's an opportunity to transition from the old O&M of operate and maintain, where enterprise agreements are seen as a way to keep the wheels on from a maintenance perspective, to pivoting to a new mindset of the new O&M, optimize and modernize, where in this new software-defined world, enterprise agreements provide the foundation for the future, enabling new capabilities to be seamlessly deployed, as we chatted about above.
What are the consequences or downsides, if you will, to their missions, particularly in the defense sector, by not taking this approach?
Sure. Well, I think that the defense sector operates in a dynamic and rapidly changing environment. And without a software-defined approach, agencies may struggle to adapt quickly to evolving threats, technologies, and mission requirements. And they may face changes in reallocating resources, scaling capabilities, or even integrating new systems, resulting in limited flexibility and adaptability to changing circumstances. Defense can move with speed and scale with greater configuration control and reduced risk by leveraging a software-defined approach.
What would you say are the key challenges still that agencies are facing in trying to take a more holistic platform approach, and what's needed to take greater advantage of that approach?
Sure. So what's needed to take greater advantage of that approach? Well, strong leadership is always a great place to start. Setting the foundation for collaboration and innovation across organizational boundaries is going to be critical. In a software-defined world, the intersection of applications and the network platform is inextricable. And agency leadership must champion the holistic platform approach and provide the resources and support for its implementation. Setting clear goals and allocating budgets to support that cross-boundary collaboration will be key. Earlier I mentioned the new O&M, right? Optimize and modernize, and taking advantage of capabilities already available, but not operationalized as a key first step. Jumping into large procurements and forklifting replacements without any regard for capabilities deployed or available, but maybe not turned on, is a great place to start, and something that is enabled through a software-defined approach. And this requires strong leadership to look at the problem set differently and enable the teams to not do the things the way they've always been done in the past, right? This is not just an issue for the SecOps and the IT ops folks to work out amongst themselves. It requires organizational focus and buy-in from the top down.
Well, and then can you point to an example or lessons where agencies have seen breakthrough outcomes by pursuing a more holistic software-defined platform approach?
Yeah, absolutely. The Navy is seeing advantages of applying a software-defined approach to its combat systems so they can more rapidly deploy capabilities. In partnership with Cisco, the Aegis combat systems are now realizing benefits such as centralized control, flexibility, scalability, automation and enhanced security, and more efficient changes in operational capabilities. SDN's proven to be a valuable technology for optimizing and modernizing network infrastructure in various weapon, radar, and navigation systems. To provide a visual, my Navy friends tell me that the Navy often had to cut holes in the sides of ships to remove racks of gear and complete the upgrades on shore. With a software-defined approach, the cost and time to complete a system has been dramatically reduced, no more holes being cut in the side of ships, and it delivers new combat systems capabilities has been dramatically accelerated. It's faster, cheaper, and requires significantly less downtime to realize these new mission capabilities.
Makes a lot of sense. And then lastly, Cindy, how can working with an experienced industry integrator, and a partner, as it were, help agencies achieve breakthrough results faster?
Sure. An experienced industry partner will not only have an understanding of the specific challenges of the Department of Defense, but they should also have a depth of technical expertise to operate at scale. The department has some unbelievably talented technologists and engineers. The challenge, however, can be how do you field that expertise at scale? The size, scale, scope, and complexity of the department demands that you take advantage of organizations that have demonstrable expertise to not only deploy new capabilities, but to also guide and help the government teams take advantage of lessons learned from emerging commercial capabilities and from proven industry partner experience. Transitioning to the new approach of optimizing and modernizing, it's not a complex concept, but it does require experience and a dedicated mindset to be successful.
Well, I love how you phrase the new O&M in IT modernization, and really wanted to say thank you for joining us. Cindy DeCarlo, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, and thank you for sharing your insights as well on really the importance of taking a software-defined, holistic approach to modernizing defense and civilian federal agency systems.
Great. Thank you very much.